are listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Friday to Friday. It is October 21, 2022. Beginning of the weekend, 9 to 5ers. You made it. Congratulations. I am excited that I hope you get the weekend off. That's what I'm excited about for those 9 to 5ers. That's right. Goof On is back on the weekends. What's that? We never left the weekends. I don't know. A lot of you were over at Alien Addict just a little bit ago. And as you can tell behind me here, what the show's going to be a little bit about. Not much. What else can I do? When I spoke to Alien Addict before, we weren't going to spend all show on it, but we wound up spending all show on it. And it was just a repetitive, you're not proving anything to where, but we did prove. And I said, no, you didn't prove anything. You didn't. And the documentary proved very little. And it also repeated things we already knew. And Third Phase and I were talking about, I said, what would it take? I'm just telling you, I'm paraphrasing what we spoke about. Because when the video came out, they asked me if I watched it and I didn't even know about it. And they told me, and I asked them and they told me it was just, same old stuff. And I'm like, oh, but Scambian made it. And And it's just filled with lies. And when they were telling me some of the things, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that video, those videos, but there's no proof. That's my problem with it. Sure, it looks terrible, and they admit it. Third Phase of Moon admitted it. And anything after 2017 hasn't been proved. It's speculation. It's guesswork at best. And you would have to be in the heads of the Cousins brothers to know what their intentions are. So we go by what people say, right? And what they've done in the past has been done. I don't know how many times I could say it. Nobody's proving it. Like, I want to see Third Phase of Moon holding the glass up, showing that was a reflection, you know, in the distance. I want to see, I'm talking after 2017. Okay? I never changed the goalposts. I never shortened it to the last 2 years or 3 years. That's never happened once. That is your debunking hero lying and not listening. It's one or the other or both. Because I clearly state, since I've been friends with Third Phase of Moon for 3 years, I definitely know without a shadow of a doubt nothing was fake, CGI'd, or if it got by me, it got by me. I didn't know anything. But Third Phase of Moon turned the corner, changed their ways 2 years later. So that's when I said anything from 2017 on. But what the liars do is they say I'm changing the goalpost, I'm shortening the years. No, I'm not. I'm just saying, since I've been friends with them 3 out of those 5 years, nothing's gotten by me. They twisted around. I hope you guys saw the video and understand that. That is peppered throughout that video. Things you wouldn't know about or care to know about. Quite frankly, you know, I've been trying to stay away from this, you know, and it's hard because when they include I want to say something, and I'm saying this now, and I know I broke a promise, and shame on me for that, for being human on this, but it's nothing that would have changed our relationship. But this will be my last discussion about these videos and Third Phase of Moon and whether or not I'm going to maintain my friendship with them or business friendship, which I am. And that's that. Look, I backed them up in 2017 on, and 1,000,000% backed them up 2019 on. That they didn't purposely do anything. And if you can't handle it, that's on you. Because I just really don't know if I can talk about this. It's really getting nowhere. And people are getting frustrated. And as you know, with these kind of arguments, it brings in a lot of other haters. And they're like, what's going on over here? I should bring my hating skills over. And then you got the fake cancer patient screaming at, you know, slandering me in the chat room at Alien Addict. I saw it all, screenshot it. It's okay. And then I blocked him. You know, enough's enough, you know? You said what you had to say. You incriminated yourself. Congratulations. And they're trying to say, oh, shouldn't be showing your weed on the show. You know, call the cops on you. If you got not having a marijuana card, Rich. You better have your marijuana card, Rich. Have your medical marijuana card, you bastard. Just came. See, the day you sign up in Florida, you use your license because they do it through the DMV. Call the cops. Go ahead. I like cops. They know me down here. Already, yeah, because I introduced myself. Because there's family that are police. Duh. So I'm going to invite you guys in to talk about it if you want. If you don't want to talk about it, fine. Anybody can chime in. You must be wearing clothes. And I need to see you before you come on the show. If I don't see your face, I'm not going to let you on. It's just the way it is. All right, I'm going to post the link into the chat room here. If this allows me to do what I need to do. That's weird. Press escape. And then I want to go to the default view. I don't know why everything changed. Samantha Morris, the cat, has been a member of Truthology for Ufology for 8 months. She says, I know it just popped up. I don't know if you guys, it's not showing up in my StreamYard. That's weird. Because I went to put the link and then pin it. So I have to go to the actual channel and I see listening is the key. But most people don't do that. I would rather hear the haters. But most people don't do that. Would rather hear the haters option. Listening is the key, but most people don't do that. Would rather hear the haters' opinion is what you mean? But thank you, Samantha Morris, the cat. Here's the link. In 3, 2, I goes. There it is. I'm going to pin it. And I will not be talked over, and I will not talk over you. Let's make this a enjoyable communique. I got to put this as pinned. Hold on, Dorothy. There we go. We have our first. Let me get rid of this. We have our first person. And it brings me pleasure. Hold on, Dorothy. To bring in Dorothy Hawkins, everybody. What's up, Dorothy?
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hey, Rich. How you doing? Can you see my shirt?
Tyranny anywhere is a threat to freedom everywhere. Yes. That's beautiful.
I put it on, especially for this show, because
Thank you.
Entirely appropriate.
Yeah.
And I got a little heated under the collar in that chat room, and the show was actually the chat room, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It was red hot in there, and I, for one, as a viewer of podcasts, not a podcaster myself, but I got a big mouth, so I'll talk about it. I'm really pretty sick of being guilt-tripped by podcasters telling me who I can watch and like and who I can't, for the love of Pete. You know, and one specific person whom we all know, and I even advised you about in a DM about this, you know, decided to ditch me as a viewer. I told him I wasn't going to watch his investment in hate and in his investment in putting down somebody because he's got a grudge against something you said months ago. And I was there when you said it. And, it was like, oh, well, for the love of God, forgive and forget and move on. Yeah. That's all if all you have to talk about is the other people in the field and what they're doing wrong, you got nothing. No interest, no passion, no trying to find sightings. And it's all too convenient for people to jump on Third Phase of Moon being number one in ufology because they want to take them off that first place spot. Well, I don't get to see their stuff all that much, but I really like Blake and Brent. And, as far as I can tell, being parents, they reformed whatever they were doing in the way of silliness in this whole thing quite a while back. And I believe what you have to say, about them not hoaxing things, after 2017. It's just ridiculous. And it's not just with Third Phase of Moon. They're only their most recent iteration. Somehow it all seems to always fall back on you because you got a big mouth and you're going to talk about it. So, I mean, I don't see you doing that every night that you're on, and you're on 6 nights a week, for heaven's sakes. It's like, give me a break. I don't know. That whole thing just really peeved me. And I think Alien Addict needs a few moderators, and I'll jump right in and be one, because they shouldn't have been saying that kind of stuff and threatening you. And I don't know how many times the word hoaxer kept popping up in that stream, but man, it pissed me off.
It was good evidence. It's good evidence for me to see who now, is who they really are. And
exactly.
And that it's sad that Alien Addict allowed that. He wants people to speak their minds, but I had to go in there and, block that person, because what they were saying was so bad. I mean, it goes beyond bad, when it comes to YouTube rules and stuff like that. But it was about me, and of course it was slander.
Actually, slander and threat. And, like you're talking about, people love the drama. And so, they send a message to the rest of their friends who are hating on you to come on into the chat and, pile on. I think that's terrible. It's middle school level tactics for people who are supposed to be professionals, for Lord's sake.
I try to do the right thing, Dorothy, and I get sucked back into it. I want to say hi to, where's your name go? Big Blue?
Big Blue, yes, sir.
How are you, man? Thanks for chiming in. So first, I want to ask you, where did you come from? How'd you find the show?
We followed Doc Skinner. He's been a guest on our show. We're the Drunk Turkey Show.
Oh, man. Hey, thanks. Yeah, thank you for coming over.
Yeah, we follow some people you follow, so we've been, just checking out your chat, your lives too.
Thanks, man. So you want to say something about what's been happening, or?
I don't know too much into it. I missed a couple of the last episodes, but you can inform me what's going on, and I'll try to chime into it. Oh,
it's just the drama that's going on with Third Phase of Moon and the haters. So I thought you were aware. This has been a ongoing thing. People are trying to make me look bad because I support what they do now and not what they did earlier. And they apologize for everything, but they're saying they're still hoaxing and that I'm a loser, and they're making death threats. And and it's gotten out of control because, they don't have the, I don't know, I guess they're uneducated. Let's just put it that way. Usually the uneducated act that way. That's what I'll say.
People just get temper tantrums and have their little hissy fits, and they don't understand what the real world is made about.
No.
Yeah.
No. So, anything else you want to throw out, or say?
I just want to say, Doc Skinner's a pretty cool guy. I've had a few chats with him. He's been on our show once, and it's a Drunk Turkey Show. If anybody wants to check it out, we're all on there. And maybe you want to be a guest on our show too.
Oh my God! Yeah, of course I would. Yeah. By the way, tell everybody where it's at and when it's on.
Okay, so we're the Drunk Turkey Show. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're also on Apple Podcasts, Google, we're on Spotify.
Cool, bro.
Yeah, we try to be on everything right now.
So you're all over, huh? Do you do live shows?
We do live shows, we do recorded shows, and then we also put our recordings on on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well,
sweet.
Yeah, nice to have met you. If you want to hang out for a little bit, I've got a few more people to get to here. So
that's fine.
I'm going off camera because I'm having a cigarette, just so everybody knows my bad habits. All right.
Yeah. No, Dorothy, don't say that. All right, Big Blue, you can hang out if you want until I need the space. So I'll just mute your mic for now. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Hold on 1 second. Lisa, I want to say thank you for the $20 super chat. You're always a supporter of Goof On. And good job to Dorothy. You said thank you for that. And also Joe K with $7 Canadian. 100%. That was a hoax video. Those were reflections in their pad. It doesn't get more. No, actually, those weren't reflections. They stage and practice the shot. you don't have proof. See, that's another thing. You don't have proof of that. You're speculating on it. Those lights did not match up because the one in the middle was brighter than the other two on either side, and they were also not 100% straight. The light that you saw reflect on the computer screen on the laptop were straight, equidistant, and all the same size. It wasn't it. You're wrong. And you don't have proof of that just because somebody has 9 times where they were recording. And if it lasted 10 minutes, maybe they stopped and, watched it with their eyes instead of through a camera. Maybe they put it back up. We don't know. But Joe, I always appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm not mad. I'm just being vocal. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it like you wouldn't believe. Mucho gusto. Wayne?
Yeah, I just had a quick question for you real quick. Sorry.
Oh, Big Blue. What's up, man?
How does somebody reach you? That way we can set up a date for the live, man.
All the links are in the description of every show, but you can email me goofonradio@gmail.com.
Okay.
Thank you can find the links here in the About button or any show. You can just go in the description and see everything.
All right. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'll be looking for you.
Yes, sir.
Take it. All right, Wayne.
Hey, man.
Thanks for your patience, my brother. What is going on?
No problem. Man, if there was ever a shit show, and I am very disappointed with Ollie, that was it. He just proved why ufology is a mess by stirring up more drama. That definitely was a hit piece. I mean, I swear to God, nobody's going to take anything seriously. And you know what? The problem with all of this is there is no concrete evidence for any of this, even what happened to me. It's a story. It's anecdotal. There's nothing I can show you or prove to you other than what I say and what my wife says, because we were both there and witnessed it. So if that's the case, why are we wasting our time on these petty squabbles? Well, the reason is because Lou Elizondo and his counterintelligence stuff was purposely put out there to destroy ufology. Now I can see how that all fits together and how he's planted the seeds in these different shows. Now everybody thinks they're a debunker. What are your qualifications to be a debunker? Right? They're none. You're the only person I've talked to who's brought up anything about how to do any kind of recording or capturing data, because you can say evidence, proof, all of this stuff. Evidence comes from collecting data.
Right.
Then you analyze the data and come to some type of conclusion. But that can always change. We have nothing to look at. I wish I had a piece of material or something. And people speculate the government has it. They don't. Who knows? I mean, that's all we can do. But there's something going on. There's something going on because I don't know. Too many people are reporting things without video and seeing things that I believe 100%.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was a shit show. It was hard to watch. And
I told Ollie before, I said, you need to get early, like 8 hours before the show. I said, you need to organize this show with the proof you want to talk about if we're going to talk about this tonight, and bring up the videos. And he only brought up one, and I wanted him to go through each and let's talk about it. I'll let you know what I know. And maybe Third Phase would chime in and help out, which they did. Mm-hmm. And Third Phase and I talked about this last night. What if they put together a video and they got 3 of those videos that were supposedly debunked and proved that they lied when they debunked, that they're going to prove them wrong? Would that mean that Scambian and all the others that are making these are just as bad as Third Phase, if not worse? Because they're supposedly debunking, but they're hoaxing debunking. And it's all speculation. They're not proving Third Phase held this, formed this or made this or were there in the video hoaxing it. It's ridiculous. They don't have any proof. And I keep saying it over and over. It's all guessing. You don't know for a fact. Yes, it's suspicious. And they've already atoned for everything they did earlier. But after 2017, you know, when they showed that's CGI, show me why it's CGI. And all they say is it's CGI hoax, next video, CGI hoax, next video. But how do you know? Why? I want to know why it's a hoax. And they don't do that, which is why I got away from the debunking, because it's hard.
Well, and nobody knows unless they're there.
Right.
Period.
100%.
I mean, or if there's some type of evidence that's collected at the scene besides a video. Everybody knows video can be fake. They don't even accept much video in the court of law. I mean, you know, so, but here's the thing. Here's where I'm coming from. I've talked to a lot of people on our show, and I've talked to a lot of people privately that have contacted us. And there are people out there that are not aware of any of this, but they need help, whether it's mental health. They saw something that terrified them. They have some type of PTSD. There is something going on that these people need some type of help and somebody to talk to. Now, imagine if somebody comes on Ollie's show during that one point right there, or Lucy R's show where he's having his meltdown and canceling his channel and everything, you know, and I don't even know how you had anything to do with that, by the way, because when I saw him melting down, he was cussing out people I never heard of before because they weren't supporting the big phone home. Like
right. I remember.
How do you have anything to do with that? He never even mentioned you. But anyways, that's beside the point.
I know.
My thing is that there are people out here that are seeing things. They're being traumatized. Something's going on, whether it's in their own mind or not. Maybe people are having mini strokes of some type, or who knows what. But people want answers, not drama. People want information, not drama.
Well, some people want drama, waiting, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't pile on the way they did at Alien Addict show.
I'm not going to disagree because, well, people don't have enough to do. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. But everybody wants to try to prove who's right, who's wrong, you know, whose side is right. Oh, third phase of the moon, right? I mean, come on. I'm seeing comments just because I interviewed Rich. Well, first of all, if you're going to attack somebody, please at least get the name correct. It's Third Phase of Moon.
Yeah.
And I don't know those guys. I don't think I've ever watched anything they've done. But I just know that when Michelle and I started our podcast, it was to help people disclose their information, their experience. To me, that's what disclosure is. That's people coming forward either privately or publicly and telling their story about what happened. So maybe it would help them move forward.
Yep.
And this is what we get. And that I don't know why, Rich, you got to defend Third Phase of Moon.
It goes back from earlier in the year.
Okay.
Where I said, I don't think that as a matter of fact, I don't think they hoaxed anything the last 3 years while I've been with them. And I don't think they have the last 5 years. And then people kept stirring the pot saying, yes, they did. Yes, they did. And I kept defending them. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And that this is why this happened.
Okay. Assertions of proof, assertions of hoaxing. None of that constitutes proof. I mean, I feel like everybody in ufology needs to go get a dictionary and look up evidence and look up proof and see what it says and see if you believe that anything that anybody has said about anybody or any video is proof.
I've been trying to say that. Yeah. That's exactly true. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
And you know, I see Mr. DB Cooper 77 in the chat real quick talking about Ollie's his friend and stuff. I like Ollie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't think ufology is a mess and then promoting the mess and continuing the mess going. is where we should go. If you think somebody's a hoaxer, then don't promote them, don't talk to them, do your own thing. And I think that was
don't
one
even
of the,
talk about them. Ignore it.
Right.
well, and I think
If
that
you
was one
can.
of
I
my
mean, Rich
comments.
can't ignore it because it's always in his face. But I'm not watching these channels that are constantly. I just refuse to spend my time, my entertainment time, or my learning time wasted on people who only are trying to take other people down all the time. And that seems to be the main basis for why they're doing what they do. And it's sad because there's a whole lot, like you said, Wayne, people out there who would like to share their experience. How amenable are people going to be to sharing their experiences if every time they try, and you said, like you said, most experiencers don't have proofs, videos, anything like that to share, only the story and their own experience. How amenable are they going to be to telling their story if every time they try, they're attacked by a horde of people saying, oh, you're a faker, you're a hoaxer, you're a grifter. That's why I never want a podcast. I'm not in this for money. I'm in this for learning and enjoyment. And it's certainly not enjoyable what I saw over there on Alien Addict show. Sorry to say, Ollie. I mean, I love you guys and you're great as hosts, but that wasn't well done, in my opinion, at all.
I think it turned into something it wasn't supposed to. But I think it was supposed to in his mind, because Ollie loves drama. He admitted it. He says it. Jammer Travels, thank you for the $5. Here's to the start of tonight's monetary gifts to Richie to get a real stirrer. Yeah, I definitely need a real stirrer. You got that right. Jammer Travels, thank you very much. Appreciate that. You can help support the show. We are Truthology for ufology. I stick by that every single day. Thanks to Dorothy. You came up with that, didn't you? Truthology for ufology, right?
Indeed, it was my little brainchild in your chat as we were talking about some sort of a new motto or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And it just popped into my head and you picked it up and run with it, baby. Run with it.
I have, and it's wonderful. Thank you. What are they is here. I can't unmute you, my friend. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Just a long time fan and listener of the show.
Oh, thanks.
I have noticed that the level of drama has gone up exponentially. I've been away for a couple of weeks, and I think that's not a coincidence. You know, like not because I'm not here. But
okay. I was like, well, who are you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna dox myself, but no. I think it's because they're ramping up to get rid of any of the dissenting voices as much as possible. And if you mind your P's and Q's, then the only thing they can get you on is when it spirals out of control and you're busy defending against attacks. That's when you're going to slip up. You know, I think the points that the other gentleman, Mr. Wayne, me UFO, said, it's about, you know, classic counterintelligence tactics that have been honed for about 8 decades that we know of, and really available in public domain, U.S. Army, USAF, technical manuals, field manuals, and also think tank policy documents. It's all there, Rand Corporation, and it's freely available for you to look up and so on. And we're seeing it now, except it's like, you know, on the internet, it's just everything happens really super quickly and no one's got a chance to think. So anyway, that's me. I've got nothing else to say. I've got nothing to add, sadly.
Well, you know, thank you. And what are they? Things since you've been gone the last couple of weeks, that's when it's really ramped up. It's gotten a little bit excelled, I guess you could say. But anyway, it comes and goes. But thank you very much. Do you have a channel or anything you want to promote while you're here?
Nope. Just save the whales by nuking them.
Okay. Well, thank you. What are they? Appreciate it, man. Thanks. Yeah. Right. Take care. Take care, mate. All right. Did I just say mate? I think I'm talking to Ollie too much. I wish I grew up over there so I could use that and feel comfortable saying it. Yeah, he said some good things and, you know, probably more of a casual observer. And when people are casual in this field, they're going to get turned off rather quickly to stuff like this. They're looking for stuff and all they hear is, da, 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 and they're like, oh my God, forget it. Right, Dorothy? That's what you're saying.
That's
Wayne
exactly
too.
it. It's away from the subject itself. It's towards personalities and trying to one up each other on telling everybody what's wrong with the other guy, and that's just not really in my viewpoint. That's not ufology. What I'm here for as a viewer. It's not what I'm here for.
Right, I understand that, but I'm telling you, this is ufology. It's the cycle. It's always been this way. Once a year, there's somebody that comes out against this one or that one, and it's a continual cycle. It's just put in another package and wrapped with a different bow.
I think that happens a lot in just like in the podcast world. I mean, everybody just wants to like put everybody else down instead of trying to uplift everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. Indeed. And that's what we need more of, is uplifting each other instead of pushing each other down to the ground because we're in competition somehow. I don't feel the people in ufology are actually supposed to be in competition, you know, for getting after the truth. You know, I mean, you know, the business model doesn't really work. If you're trying to create a cooperative kind of, you know, grouping to go after a subject, you need to be more collaborative and helpful to one another, as opposed to hurtful on purpose to one another to try and, you know, oh, well, I only have, you know, X amount of viewers and, you know, this much income, so I've got to, you know, push so-and-so to the side to make sure I get more views. Well, yeah, you're going to get more views, but does that get you any closer to the truth? And does it make me think that you're after the truth at all?
Right.
No, not a chance. Not a chance in heck, you know?
Once a month, I try to, you know, teach people with Goof On University. Why don't they bring that up and say, look what Rich did here. He actually brought some good points up. Let's talk about that. But they don't. It's all negative stuff. And people say I'm the negative one. I got to be honest with you. I'm really not anymore. Not like I used to be.
Well, I just want to tell you, Rich, you know, plain out in front of everybody, thanks a lot for teaching me so much about what to look for when I'm looking at videos, because a lot of times, you know this, I've sent you things that are, you know, and you go, nope, that's a this, nope, that's a balloon, nope, that's a drone, nope, this a reflection, you know, and I even caught one of my own right at my house, you know. I said, oh, there's something by the moon, and then I went, nope. Rich taught me that a lot of times if you're taking a shot and there's a light in the shot, the reflection off your camera is the thing that you're seeing out in the sky. And that's what it was. It was definitely that. But I knew that only because I went to Goof On You. So there you go. Thanks, Rich. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are. You're the, you know, myself, I'm learning something every day. And I think I bring that here, but anyway, I don't want to stand on my soapbox and say I'm the best. I mean, I've made plenty of mistakes myself, and I'm not perfect, and I'm not an expert. But I think I'm doing the best I can with the 18 years, 21,000 hours of experience and some legitimate UFO footage that nobody can debunk under my belt. That gives me that ability to do that. And yeah, we get into body language and all that other stuff too, which is fun. The psychology of a hoaxer and all that stuff, you know. And now I more or less go after just the people in mainstream media. Yeah, why go after podcasters? You know, they're not doing anything except just trying to learn too. So trying to get away from doing that.
There's a lot of stuff out there to learn. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that I don't know yet.
Endless. And there's so many different ways you can take the theory of what's out there, where they come from, who are they? Is it the afterlife? Is it ghosts, paranormal? Is it UFOs? Really? I didn't know that. Well, yeah, because people are having this with that, and then they see the light, and I mean, it's all coming together. We just want to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And every now and then, people make mistakes. Some people do it purposefully, or however you say the word, and they get caught. And we move on, but they can't seem to move on because they're number one. It does bring in the clicks and views. And that's what he's about. If I'm talking about one channel in particular, all he does is debunk. Dolan, Linda Moulton, Dodie, da. So anyway, if you're going to live that way, every hammer sees everything as a nail. So
that's exactly what I was just going to say, man. It's like, what is your, what are these other channels and these people? What is their end goal? Their end goal is to be seen on YouTube as a debunker, as somebody with an ego problem that wants to be better and right about everything. But yet everybody's supposed to have an open mind when it comes to these things. So how can you have an open mind if your mission is to shut everything down? And that's the problem. It's like when you do a business or something, you have like a mission statement. Like, what is it that you want to do? What's your end goal? And these people, what are you, an entertainer? Is it to entertain people and you're going to make fun of UFO videos? Okay, then say it and do it. What is it that you are trying to do? And that's why we have these problems. It's like, oh, I'm the best. Soon they'll be arguing about who's the best debunker. Is it this guy? Or
that will happen.
That guy?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, can we figure out what is really going on here? Is it a psyop? Are they messing with us because a giant asteroid and an extinction level event's going to happen soon? And they're practicing these DART rocket launches for a reason? Is there going to be nuclear war over in Europe and possibly over here? What the hell is going on? But we're all distracted because our feelings are hurt because of what somebody said, or, I don't know. It's just aggravating. It's really, aggravating. And how many of these people are actual researchers? Right. What have they researched? Right. I don't understand.
They're not experiencers. They really are just in this field to discredit people.
And there you go. And I think that's pretty much all I had to say, man. There you go.
We need a UFC for ufology. Ufology Fight Club. Head to head, dueling ufologists, dueling theories, that kind of thing. If you really want to argue about it, but nobody wants to be arguing. I mean, Rich has offered for people who are trying to take him down to come on the show, and they never do.
No,
to discuss what they're talking about. About him.
Want that show, so
they can come here now. Mr. DB Cooper's here now. What's up, brother? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So what's going on, man? You're a longtime supporter of Third Phase of Moon, me, and a lot of other great channels out there. A lot of people know you. So what's on your mind? What are you seeing? What are you thinking?
Man, Rich, honestly, look, and Dorothy, I'm sorry that you had to go through that earlier. Gorilla Gamer always seemed like a good dude, but
he's not.
Well, I'm not going to cast aspersions on any one person.
What is the end game to this?
Or
everybody wants to know what's the end game.
Right, exactly.
Somebody was just talking about that. Everybody wants to talk about what's the end game to this. Okay,
I'm going to watch your hate.
Let's take Third Face of the Moon out of the equation.
Okay.
What happens after that?
Then they talk about Richard Dolan and his Wilson files, or they talk about Linda Moulton Howe, Spartan 1 and 2, how that's fake. And
let's say that Third Face doesn't exist no more. Let's take him out of the equation. Who's going to show you, or you're going to go to what channel to actually show you actual evidence?
You got the Hidden Underbelly. He does a great job.
Who are you going to go to see actual evidence? Because it's all speculation, bro.
Right. You're right about that. I hear you. I hear you.
Every case that I've investigated, and there's some interesting ones, and I'm not going to put them out there right now, but has something conclusive ever come out of all of this where I could tell you 100% that it's true? I can't. No. Oh, there's great channels. Yeah, Underbelly. I like Underbelly. I like Underbelly.
Yeah. But I know what you meant by that. You're not going to get legit. Nobody's walking around with UFO footage and aliens. That's the thing. We have unidentified stuff, but nobody's actually holding on to it to study it.
Right. So now like third phase. Okay, the third phase question. Everybody wants to get to that shit. Okay, look. Did they fake some shit? Yes, man. Can y'all get over that shit?
Right.
Yes, man, they did. Man, they did some shit that was not right. Believe me, I went at them. A lot of you in 2015 and before that, when y'all talking about all those videos, where the hell were you at? When I was fighting with them, where the fuck were you at? Okay? No, I was there. I was in the trenches. I was on the field, boots on the ground, fighting with these guys. Me, myself.
Oh, I was there too.
You know, so it's like you have no idea. We know. We've been through this conversation with these guys before.
Mm-hmm.
When you meet somebody and you actually get to talk to them, it's so much different than the chat and all these channels. You actually get to know them as a people.
Yeah.
Are they?
They're not
people?
bad people. Yes, they are.
Man,
good
yeah, they are, bro. Yes, they are. Their channel is the way they run it, and if you don't like it, just don't go watch it. You understand? It's like in ufology. I love these guys, but do I go to their channel really when I'm looking and I'm investigating stuff? No, I don't go there, man. But I love these guys.
It's like,
and Rich is not wrong for standing up for what, man, just for a friend. Y'all gonna change the channel because this guy's friends with a friend? Man, that's wrong. That's just fucking wrong.
It's high school. It's not adulthood.
That's fucking
lower
wrong.
than high school.
Because you
It
can
is
change
lower.
the channel,
Like fifth
and then
or
you can take
sixth
your ass to
grade,
wherever the
man.
fuck you think is real ufology, and then show me a video that they show that's actual extraterrestrial craft, and I'll shut the fuck up. I'll shut the fuck up.
I hear you.
Well, I think Rich had a point about Third Phase of Moon having been in the business of making films for so long. They've done over 10,000 films. Who among us can remember every detail of everything we did with 10,000 things? None of us. None of us. And will they make a mistake? Will something get through? Of course it will with that many videos. And the way that people are sending them into them at such a rapid pace, can they take the time and the effort to, make sure
Oh
that
my
everything,
God, Dorothy, I feel
it's
you
like,
because
oh my God.
I've researched so many cases. Yeah, sometimes I forget and I have to go back and go through my notes.
Right,
But
exactly.
it's hard.
Exactly.
It's hard. It is.
And so holding them to some standard that you think they ought to be able to do, you ought to rethink that idea because they've done so many videos in the past and they are putting out all these videos that people are sending them, and they get them at a real rapid pace because they know Third Phase of Moon will put their own witness videos out quickly. They're trying to put it all out there without deciding it's a hoax, without trying
Exactly.
to,
So I get the whole thing. Like
analyze it.
Steve and Rich had their own relationship. Like somebody was saying that I was like Rich, like in their chat. They were like, "Are you fucking Rich?" And I was like, "No, man. I'm just a fucking commenter, man. I'm just like you. I'm just like you."
A lot of fire right now, and some of it, if not most of it, it's unnecessary. I understand, I guess this is new to these people, right? Like they never knew that third phase history, I guess, so they felt like they had to remind everybody. Plus, they're taking videos from their movies. They're taking videos that they removed and found on the Wayback Machine because they weren't what they were supposed to be, because they cleaned up. Third Phase of Moon removed 30 million views worth of crappy videos off their channel to try to show how they're going straight and narrow.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 million views, but they got almost 1 billion, so it's whatever.
I'm going to hop off, Rich, and let somebody else chime in. But thanks so much for the opportunity to speak my onions, man. I had a few to speak. Thanks so much.
It's always a pleasure, Dorothy. Love you. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Hop off. You'll have a good night.
Right? Yeah, a lot of people are just sick of it. You know, and I'm right in the middle of it. So what am I supposed to do? You know, they're telling me, if you just drop third phase, you know, we'll take you. You come over here. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to the dark side. After all the things you called me, misogynist, you know, Nazi, racist, and all that other stuff, which isn't true.
You're muted, DB.
Mr. DB Cooper, you're muted. I can't unmute you, Mr. DB Cooper. Mr. DB. Anyway, DB Cooper cannot hear us for some reason, or
something's going on.
Well, I didn't want to.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I was trying to let Dorothy talk. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you do. You were doing what I was doing off camera. Yeah. I know. No, I saw your cheeks. Good for you, man. Good for you.
People talk, you know.
You did the right thing. You rejuvenated. I got it. A lot of people liked what you had to say, what you guys both said. Mr. DB Cooper, nice rant. You know, I appreciate the support. I cannot say not. I don't. I do. I love it. I am very shocked that people are supporting me. What are you snickering over there for?
Man, Rich, I love you, man. Let me try to fix my.
Oh yeah, an audio
my earphones, man. I love you, Rich.
I love you, brother. Rich. Thank you.
I love you, Rich.
Thank you. I love you too, buddy. Wayne, it's just down to you and me for the last few minutes.
Oh boy,
you're a brave soldier.
Well, people can go check out the interview I did with you.
Yeah, you might as well. That was a good interview. I thought we need to do more, and we got to have you guys on, you and Michelle.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'd love
we need to do that, you know, sooner than later.
I'll tell you what though, Rich, the best evidence I've seen in my, I don't know, 2 years of looking into this was that video you played the other day, man.
My video?
Your video.
Of the fleet.
The fleet, and it looks like the two are like dodging the one that's sitting still in the air. Yeah, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good video. You know, we got a lot of people here now. I should show that just to let them know what they missed, but I can't.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't know where it is. What day was that? Holy crap!
Oh God, I don't know. I was just watching it the other day again to see.
Oh, I know.
If I could look in, you know, try to figure out what was going on.
I think I have it here. Thank you, Moonlicked, with the $3.33. If the boys don't do like I do, they bogus, right? If the boys don't do like I do, they bogus, right? What does that mean?
Means if you're not on their side, you know.
Oh, that's what I thought it meant.
Or you're against us.
Okay, so I thought right. All right, I'm going to pull up the video here. I've got some other ones that would blow people away too. I mean, I haven't put them up yet because I'm lazy and I was supposed to do it a week ago or two or last year. But they're just as good as that fleet video I have. I'm getting to it. Wow. Yeah, I've got some ones where, and it's balloons. But I debunked that you can see it. It's a big, like 50, 100 balloons, and it's very low in the sky. And you see something hanging down that is a string. And all of a sudden, these white dots start riding the string down one by one. And every time they would come out, the thing would tilt over and boop, like spit them out. But it's balloons. Or is it balloons? Is it a creature that looks like balloons? It's crazy video.
Well, Richard, right. I know you're a balloon expert, and I've teased you a little bit about it in chat. But have you actually looked at the packages that are carried by weather balloons? They're called radio sounds.
I have, yes.
Okay. All right. So, you know, you can get some weird looking objects underneath those balloons that are protecting those instruments, you know, while they're taking, you know, astronaut or the readings in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So those things themselves can look pretty strange. And when a weather balloon gets high enough and the atmospheric pressure lowers, those balloons flatten out and they look like a silver disc, man.
Totally. No, I know. Yeah. The pressure of them. Yeah. They get like pancakes. It's crazy looking.
Yeah.
I got a video right here. This isn't the one. I'll find it. But this is another good one that I showed once before. I don't know if you saw it. But let me pull it up. There is audio, but you can't hear it because StreamYard won't put it in a Chrome tab. So you just get to see it. It's these lights here are just bizarre. And don't know what it is, but oh yeah, my wife's talking. You don't get to hear that. She and I were watching this thing. It's a weird one. Like what? They're square. And when we looked at it through the binoculars, they were two square lights that were pulsing. There's an airplane. I was just showing you a difference. You know, it's weird. So that was a good one.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, I got some really good ones. I'll pull up that fleet here. It should be right here. Nope, that's fleet returns. Oh, yeah, that's another one. That's a good one, too. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. But this thing, like I said, I'm done talking about defending Third Phase. So if anybody's making more videos or wants to get my attention about it, I'm not interested anymore. I think I've done all I can do at this point, and you know, it is what it is from here on out.
Yeah, go to Third Phase, man. If people have an issue, go to them. I mean, I don't even know them. I don't think I've ever seen anything that they've done other than a few videos that you've highlighted on your show. But you know, if you got it's like dealing with high school kids, man. It's like if you got an issue with somebody, you need a mediator, okay, but we're gonna have you two talk about it. You know, go to the source, but don't go with an agenda. Go with you know, questions to find out what's going on. But obviously, you know, Lee, I really like Lee on Alien Addict. I really like Ollie, but they came in there and they wanted to make a mess. And I like both of those guys. And
you really think they did that on purpose? Like, I mean, I don't know. I can't, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
it just seemed like to me, they were looking to pick a fight and they were using you as the sacrificial lamb for third phase of the moon. And, you know,
I know it looks that way, but I knew that going in there anyway.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a surprise attack or anything. I mean, you know, we're real good friends, you know, so.
Yeah, yeah, I get that, you know, and friends can have those arguments like that and be like, okay, whatever, man, cool, have a nice day.
Yeah.
know?
I cannot figure out why I can't find the video. Isn't that weird? I mean, for me, it's weird. Here, let me, I'll just go back to the Wayback Machine and pull it up. Yeah, it's weird that I can't find it. I just played it on my show.
I think that one's the best, man, so far.
It's a good one.
It is.
It's
I know you got more hidden back there, and we got more to talk about on my show and stuff, and that one story about your parents and what they saw.
Oh yeah, that was a good
fantastic. But there was one thing I wanted to bring up that was it Big Blue was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, and we were kind of getting into the whole PSYOP thing.
Yeah.
If people don't think that a government can do something, think about like that. Think about Project Blue Book. And we have experience here in 1966 with Michigan and the whole swamp gas incident. They shut down all the conversations about UFOs with one simple explanation with J. Allen Hynek. And that was, it was swamp gas.
Right.
So sheriff deputies, the sheriff of Washtenaw County, all those college students at Hillsdale, all those people were totally just shoved away. And I guess they were all lying about what they were seeing. And they do have that ability to cause the issues. And then so everything was shut down in this state when it came to that kind of talk.
Yeah.
Until recently.
That's what they did with the Phoenix Lights. As soon as they said it was flares, end of story.
Right. And then who was it? What was his name? Seisman?
Oh, Fife Symington?
Simon,
the ex-governor, yeah.
Yeah, pulled out his assistant governor or whatever, dressed as a alien.
Yeah.
I mean, really?
And says, you guys take this stuff too seriously.
Yeah. Okay.
What a
you say
man.
So.
And then he lied about seeing the UFO too. He's 7 years later, he comes out and says he saw it, which he didn't. And I caught him in the lie. And so did Bill Burns of UFO Hunters, the TV show, because I used to go on a show.
Yeah.
And he interviewed Fife Symington, and he walked away saying, did we just get lied to? And when I told him my story, he told me his on air. And it was amazing that Fife Symington literally lied to the public just because he felt bad about saying, you people take this too seriously, and all the hate he got. He wanted to act like he's one of us now. Such horseshit.
Yeah,
God,
he's been abducted or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what happened to Dr. Lynn Kitei, the woman who made the Phoenix Lights documentary. She was starting out as a mystery person that turned into, some other things happened. And then she made the movie, wrote the book, and now all of a sudden she has a relationship with aliens that come to her door. It's amazing how that stuff happens overnight.
Yeah, and yet there's actual people out there that are traumatized by what they see and what has happened to them in some way. And then this is what it gets turned into. And it's really disappointing.
Dr. Lynn contacted me about that. She just happened to be watching my show because I was doing a Phoenix anniversary show. And she heard me talking about her. She's like, that's very unprofessional of you. I thought you were better than that to talk this way about my experiences. But we had a discussion about it and worked it out. I've interviewed her about a dozen times. So,
all right, Rich, I'm going to bail on you so you can finish up your show and do what you need to do. But it's always good talking to you, man.
Wayne, I can't tell you how much it meant to me that you came on here tonight. Thank you for sticking up and voicing your opinion. I appreciate it.
I had to say my piece. I wasn't going to go nuts in that chat room because, well, you know, it is what it is.
Yes. All right, man. And I'll see you around. See you around the water fountain.
Absolutely.
Take care. Easy E21. Thank you very much for the $10 support. And I'm taking your advice starting tonight. Officially. I swear on my life. I should be dead by now, but I'm not. Just stick to your views, Rich. That's why we watch your show, buddy. I get it. I thank you for it's weird. I feel very weird right now. Like I'm in a spotlight and it's just a weird feeling right now. It's surreal, but it's nothing major. I mean, this isn't anything new. It just there's something different about tonight, the way things feel. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but it's a paradigm shift for Goof On. I'm really serious about that. Wow. Rebecca with $8.88. I will always stand by Goof On for its truthology, for ufology. Rebecca, you are absolutely sweet for saying that and the support. Thank you very much. And of course, you're a good friend of the show and continuing supporter. Thank you for that. Oh, wait. David Wilcox with 1386, another interesting number. I've learned more from you in the last 7 months than I have in the last 20 years from anyone else, so F them. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. David, everybody, I do. You're a continuing supporter and a good friend of the show as well. I appreciate what you said. Everybody that came on, I appreciate it. It is what it is. I knew the risk when I knew I was going to be friends with Third Phase of Moon. And I didn't care because I feel strongly about what I feel. And I'm not going to keep justifying it. I'm not going to keep defending it because this will be the last time we discuss it. Moving forward, we're going to just do what we've been secretly doing behind, real ufology, is talking about the afterlife. Are the aliens going to have are we going to have a false flag alien invasion? I mean, we're talking through a lot of stuff every day. This is 2% of everything, except for tonight. It's 100%. Joe K throwing down a $7 Canadian super chat says, Rich, you need to put your videos up in a playlist. Don't bury them in these live streams. Oh, don't stress this mess. Third phase of stuff is not your fight. Right. I felt I needed to step in and defend the brothers when I did. And I still defend them. But, you know, now everybody can just go to this video. I will put them in a playlist. It'll be Rich's UFO sightings. And thank you for reminding me about that, because I was just going to put them up on a video on the show as standalones, not in the show. I'm actually making them and putting them up like a Third Phase of Moon video. But there's no tomfoolery. That'd be great if somebody says, I can prove he hoaxed it. I would give my left na-na-na if anybody could debunk my videos. I mean, that I would literally give you my house if you could debunk me. Mr. DB Cooper, who made an appearance tonight. Thank you, my friend. I know you defended me and Third Phase. Thank you. I've been boots on the ground since the 90s. I'll never stop searching. Good. We can't. And keep doing it. And if you don't like what somebody has to say, you don't like me, you don't like them, just turn the channel. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can watch. I don't know if there's a lot of shows that are entertaining, but there's a lot of stuff you could watch. I think we bring some entertainment value here when we're doing the real thing. This is, I don't know what this is. I feel, I'll tell you this. Let's after I get Paul up, because I'm going to end the show a few minutes earlier. Oh, no, we started late. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to stay for a minute. Paula Faust throwing down $2 super dono. Gotta love the dono. There's no emoji sticker and no comment, just pure love. Thank you, Paula. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On. For everybody who supported the show, thank you, everyone. Paula Faust, $2 super chat, super dono. And gosh, for all the support. All over lies. Debunker lies. Yeah, be specific on that. I am not taking this person unless I see a face, so I can't bring you on the show, Damadeus. I've seen you around, and I can't bring you on unless I see a face. I'm not falling for the old boob on the show. Ain't gonna happen. Demodius. Who's this person? Sad face. Sorry. I know, but I can't put you on the show. I can't, I have to see who's coming on, because I am not going to get stricken. I know we're Facebook friends. Thank you, Cash45, for the New Zealand $34.99. This is the #1 UFO show. Much love to the entire Goof On family. Wow. I think we're the greatest, but the #1, it might be. You know what? Think about this. Yeah. John Greenwald's freaking awesome. Love the guy, but he puts videos out once in a while. But is he going over anything else? No, it's usually one topic at a time. Super important. Dolan, same thing. One topic a night, not on every night. We're on every night, bringing you updated stuff on Twitter, updated stuff on Reddit, updated stuff all over the UFO community, YouTube included. And we also teach you what to look for, body language. I mean, it's endless, the amount of information that comes out of my channel. I didn't even realize it till I looked back on it a few days ago, and I'm like, you know what? We might just be the greatest UFO channel. Not #1, but we might be the greatest. And I say that very proudly. I'm very, very confident that our show teaches more people than any other show. So Demadius, who's sitting here in the wings because, I can't bring him on, says, I think Brent and Blake need more staff. It's like two chefs running a fast food chain. Too much to navigate, and some stuff slips through, and everyone goes mental, yeah? And yes, you're my fave because I admire you take your time to look at videos. With that said, I'd love to bring you on, but I can't take the risk, you understand. But thank you for saying what you said. Yeah, I appreciate it. That is one of the reasons why I am there. I am like the guy who'd when I was doing it regularly and stopped a few months back on Third Phase UFO Report, I would go over the things that they just went over, and we'd give our opinion on it. So I am going to get back to that. Yeah, it's going to happen. Plus, I'll buy a cam on payday. Sweet. Amadeus is going to buy a camera on payday. Dude, buy a Nikon, buy a Canon. You don't need to spend more than $300. Cash 45, thank you very much for the love. That is an incredible super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On, of course. I saw another one in there. Mike Johnson, I've been with you a long time as well, Rich. We'll continue to follow and support. $7 Canadian coin. Thank you, Mike Johnson. Mike, you and I talk sometimes behind the scenes. It's always a pleasure. You and I are a lot alike. That's why I love talking to you. And you can write as much as you want because I do that too. Me and Mike like to write in long form. We can't do just 3 letters. See you 4 letters later or 5 letters. I'm like, I'll see you later, but you can't call me between 6 and 9 because I'm going to do my laundry. And then after that, I'm going to take a nap. Then I'm going to eat. So maybe around 2 o'clock, give me a call, but don't call me after 5. Anyway, because we know you people will want to ask us, well, when can I call you back? And then you're going to say, is 2 okay? And then I'll say no. So we're just, anyway, thank you very much, Mike Johnson, continuing supporter of Goof On as well. Yeah, a lot of you I see here are just the greatest, very nice people. We the greatest channel on YouTube, and it's all about family and cares. Take care, everybody. Glenn, thank you for everything. I know you're a good friend of the show as well. A lot of nice people out there that, I started this channel. Let me go back. 3 minutes, I'll say this, and I'll get out of here. When I got into ufology, I didn't know that I'd be doing a show, but I kept seeing things and going on shows, and people aren't asking me the right questions. And these are very popular shows like Jeff Rentz and I never went on Art Bell, no, but big shows. Who did J Pippin? Who is that guy? Remember Pippin? Jerry Pippin was on his show. This other guy's show. They all 2 of the 3 passed away. One is gone. Jeff's still doing his show, but I thought I could do better. But we didn't have the video back then. We just had Blog Talk Radio. And I tried explaining things and then, then I built the website and had people go to the website and say, look, go there, look what I did. That's how this is, this and this and that and that. And I met Jaime Maussan and it changed not just Jaime. Jaime was the icing on the cake, but all these people that supposedly researchers aren't researchers who have these websites. I used to send my stuff to UFO Casebook, top numbers. HBCCUFO.org is gone now. Always had the top numbers over there. And nobody asked me any hard questions, not once. So I decided to teach people what I know and what goes on behind the scenes. And I didn't know it was going to make people mad at me. You know what I mean? It's like they got mad at me because I was telling the world, here's what goes on behind the scenes at a Jaime Maussan conference. You would not believe the buffoonery. You know, I didn't use that terminology, but it's bad. Here's the old website. You know, it's not in its full form because it's the Wayback Machine. Some things just aren't loading but you know, this was the last I had it in 2008. And look, the AZ UFO show, Reptilians, the Hoax game, Rich Reflects, the AZ UFO show, Mars Anomalies, Famous Project, you know, UFO researcher comes out of the closet on the AZ UFO show. Yes, a Skywatcher came out as a gay man on my show. First time his parents didn't even know. That's the love I was giving out then. Are you ready for full disclosure? Yep. Jaime Maussan is bad for ufology. Oh my God, why would I say that? You know? I moved to Sunday. Hey, I moved to Sunday. Does this balloon race video prove UFO fleets don't exist anywhere? UFO fleet of 300. Full description of January 30th. Fleet by me, fleet by me, fleet by me. Flying humanoids, unexplained UFO videos, TV and my interviews, chemtrail videos. And then we go to videos and pics. And you got 6 pages of video, 30 on each one. And I didn't get much further with the pics, but unfortunately, some of them aren't going to load. But this is a mushroom chem cloud. Can you see it? Yeah, it won't let me load it. Dang it. But it's pretty wild, right? Look at that mushroom cloud. It's a chemtrail right there. It turned into that. This one, the chemtrail cross. Love that one. You can't see it. It won't let me show it to you. Yeah, it won't show it. Pretty cool stuff on this, you know? And that's where I put all the evidence, all the debunks. Here's a message board we used to have. Aliens the Truth. I used to be friends with that guy, Chris. I think he committed suicide is what happened. I had links to other channels, you know, I would support. And you look, this is the network of all the people I used to work with. You know, it's a lot of people that I was friends. That's why we had 900. There he is, Jerry Pippin. That's why we had, before I got the kibosh put on I got the, what do you call it? The virus on the computer that ruined the website. 954,000 original links were visiting the channel, and only after 9 months. Sad. 954,000 people. Those are original. And then you got more stuff over here. Big hoaxer stories. Hoaxer tells all. That's a good story. You know, did a lot of stuff for this community. A lot of people don't realize the work that I put into that website is, I mean, look at this. I wrote all this, you know, put all this stuff together on the debunk. This was a big hoax that was brought upon Phoenix from a guy who lived in Texas. And he came here, posted this video, and was supposed to go on a show, the news, Channel 3 News, and talk about the sighting that created a big uproar. And he didn't show up, and Jim Delatoso called it out and said, I think this is a hoax, and the guy never showed up. And then he emailed everybody and told them he's been faking UFO videos for a while, sold them to TV shows, and was getting away with it, and that everybody smokes pot in the field. And Scott Davis was my news guy who I talked to. Very nice guy. Tom King is a big, he's a nice guy, but his videos are suspect. But this guy became friends with almost the most popular people in the field, and was recording and documenting everything they were lying about, and then came out and told everybody. It's pretty awesome. And also, it's going on today. I'm just showing you this because it never ends. The attacks will always be here. the bigger you get, the harder they would like you to fall. Why? I don't know. But I have done so much for the community. That's why I'm passionate. I've got so much invested into this. This is like the second, maybe third act for me. Like, I started out, got the website, then left, came back, got the show, got huge, left again for a year. And then this is my third act. And that's why if Lucy R ever comes back, it's a different world right now. I don't know if he can retain what he had before, but I'm curious to see how that would happen and what would happen when he does come back. How about that guy, Lucy R? Nobody even mentioned her tonight. I forgot. He identifies as a woman at night. You can tell. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. A lot of you have been saying that as I'm sitting here just talking to you. I am going to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, Demedeus is still here. Says, it's easy content, pal. Cambian guy takes someone else's video on debunking. He doesn't, on debunking someone he doesn't like, is envious of, and spends 4 hours repeating himself. You got that right. He did got it right. That's 100% right. I may look like Kylo Ren because I am. I am the Grand Wizard of lies and deceit. I am Scambian. Oh, sorry. Hold on. That doesn't work unless I have everybody with me. Everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's Saturday in the UK. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. I got something planned for us. It's going to be a good one. 5 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern. I want to thank moderators, super chatters one more time. Thank you for your love, support. It goes a long way. It goes right back into the show. Thank you, Demedeus. Appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't bring you on. Yeah, I know. Too much. I know. Thank you, newcomers, veterans. If you would like to support the goof on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And I will say, we are Truthology for ufology. Cut me off like that. Somebody said Jabba the Hutt. Oh, I don't have my bullhorn with me. It's in the other room. Oh, wait. I know. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Alien bless. And have a great weekend, everybody.